Welcome to the Grace Space. This is day 17 of my 30-day posting on YouTube challenge where I am just sharing, my life and all the imperfect things about me in an authentic way, not the perfect lighting, not the perfect audio, not the perfect setup, but this is my challenge to push forward and just show up for myself because this is something that I've been wanting to do, so I am doing it. So today, let's talk about money, okay? Not in a clickbaity way, but in a real way, not a get rich way. So that's not what we're here for today, but in just a real life way, right? How do I get a handle on this money type of way? If you know me, then I've always had good jobs. I've never had a problem, getting a job, booking a client, getting an amazing project. That has been something that God has showed up consistently in my life. So I'm not talking about that. I've never been afraid to ask for money. I'm not afraid to, get what I feel like I'm worth. But the truth is I didn't, and I'm still learning, know how to manage it. I get overwhelmed when we talk about finances, adulting, bills, budgeting, decisions, like that overwhelms me. I know how to do it, but it overwhelms me. And when I got laid off last year, it hit me really hard. And I just remember sitting here thinking like, wait, I made so much money, but like, where did it go? I obviously am grateful. We have our home, we have our kids, we can pay for things, but like, where did my money go? And that's something that I told myself could never happen to me again, having that feeling, because with me, it feels almost like I worked this hard and for what? And that was, I vividly remember that's what I felt like. I realized that I had a pattern, I could make money with no problem, but I didn't know how to make money work for me. And that moment, getting laid off, forced me to pause, to just stop earning and to actually understand this thing we called money. And I remember I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, okay, I have nothing to do. Let me watch something on Netflix. Let me watch some mindless TV. And I stumbled across a Netflix show called How to Get Rich by, his name is Ramit Sethi, I think. And it was exactly what I needed. I was trying to watch mindless TV, but I was actually watching something that was beneficial for me. And it wasn't just about saving or investing. It was about defining your own rich life. Not rich in dollars, but rich in peace, rich in purpose, and rich in your choices that you make with money. I then ended up buying his book, and the book is called I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and literally went chapter by chapter. He had me list out my debt, review my subscriptions, audit my spending, ask myself hard questions like, what does my rich life look like? Am I spending with intention, or am I spending emotionally? Do I even have the right bank accounts, the right savings accounts, or systems in place to help me manage my money? So I ended up closing a bunch of bank accounts and opening up high yield savings accounts, which was like free money because, yeah, I could get into that. I set up automated transfers. I created a simple system, very simple. This percentage goes to savings. This percentage goes to investing. This is my guilt-free spending money on things I value, like travel and high quality groceries. I will spend some money on some groceries. If I had my last dollar and I had to decide, I would get quality food over anything else. So those are the things for me, right, that I value. And that's not for everybody. But that's what this book was helping me understand. It's what do I really like to spend when I have extra money? What do I like to spend those things on? My relationship with money hasn't always been healthy. And that's what I've realized. Growing up, money to me was used as a manipulation tool. So my coping mechanism with that became, okay, you just won't worry about money at all. Live free, let it come, let it go. But that wasn't peace. That avoidance rooted in my trauma like, yeah, it's good not to be all about money, but then I also need to learn that like I still am required to be responsible from it, because that money has came from God, and like I want to ultimately show him that I can be responsible for what he gives me. So now, like, whether it's $50, $500, $5,000, I know where to put my money. Like, I know how much I'm investing. I know much I will put into savings, and I'm still learning. Like, I watch crypto videos on my walk. I listen to podcasts, I read articles, you know, I'm just trying to stay curious, because I don't want to use that excuse as like, I just don't know. I just don't know. Because financial freedom isn't just about the numbers. It's about the ownership, you know, ownership of your mindset, your goals, and your peace. So that's my spiel on money. If you're like me, you know, money has felt overwhelming, or sometimes you just rather not talk about it. I get it. But when your back is up against the wall and you trying to figure things out, like, you just got to be open to learning and discovering new ways to like manifest these tools, because they are out there. We have access to the same books. We have access to the same internet. So just my little 2 cents. But maybe this is your sign. You need to start building a better relationship with money. And I know going into this age 40, like, I just want to know these things. Pick up a book, open up a high yield savings account, ask yourself what your rich life looks like. I suggest you get that book. It was very good. It's an easy read too. But yeah, you are not irresponsible. You're not behind. You know, you are capable of learning and allowing yourself to start again from zero, like I did. So subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please support my 30-day content. Drop a comment down below. How are you building your rich life? And please, please turn on your notifications for the next episode. This is The Grace Space. I will see you next episode.